Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, and welcome to the Context Denied podcast. The podcast with 3 rules. 1, no guest is on 2 weeks in a row. 2, the guest has no idea what they're getting into. And 3, no pressure to listen the entire time. I'm Hadley, and today my guest is...
Hallie! And a random fact about me, in honor of Henry, is that I have swam with dolphins before.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so great.
Yes.
It's probably the most interesting fun fact we've gotten, I swear.
What can I say? I aim to please.
Because most people are just like, I can read.
I can actually do that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
I am a college graduate, so...
Hopefully.
I did learn to read.
At some point.
Yeah, within my life. Yes.
Okay, sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I'm
okay.
Giddy today.
That's good.
So the broad subject matter I have to talk about today is just trying to figure out the best way to describe it. You travel a lot. You have traveled a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go ahead.
sorry. You're laughing, it's making me laugh.
Sorry. I won't laugh.
How is that making it worse? So sorry.
It's just gonna be a whole hour of us, like, laughing at each other.
It's just us. Oh gosh. So you've traveled a lot. So, I figured we could talk about like adapting to new places and like new situations.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of experience with that because I've never been out of the country, but I'm interested to what it's been like for you.
Yes. Well, also, I think, like, you do have experience every time you, like, switch schools.
Yeah.
Or, like, do something new like that.
Yeah.
Or, like,
exactly.
start
So,
a new
like,
hobby.
Yeah, like,
also
new situations. This is a new hobby. This is a...
Exactly. And you've adapted so well, so...
Thank you. I know, I'm always like, this is good content, and then I'm like... I don't know, I'm having fun, so...
Yeah, that's what's most important anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, how have you learned to, like, adapt to new situations?
One thing I try to do is, like, especially when I know I'm going to be somewhere more long-term and I'm, like, trying to really immerse myself in, like, a new culture or a new place, I just try to, like, just embrace everything.
Yeah.
And, like, things are going to look different in different parts of the world, and it's better. I don't know. I've always found it to be better not to, like, think about how different it is and instead just be like, this is normal. And then just, like, accept it as normal.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're going to be there for a long time, it is going to be normal. And, like, if you dwell on it, like, if it's something you don't really like and you're, like, dwelling on it, then it's not just going to be worse, you know?
Yeah. I think I agree with that. When I was going into high school, it was, like, a huge thing for me because we used to go to a charter school, so there's a lot less people. And I'm moving to, like, this big public school that's, like, known for its problems.
Yeah.
And, like... But, it was just... the way I put it in my brain, it was kind of like that. And I haven't actually thought about this that much before, so it's very interesting. But the way I put it in my brain is, like, make it feel... like, in my brain, it's my territory, and I can't be intimidated in my territory.
Okay, I love that.
Which sounds like I'm some sort of cat or something, but, like, the basic idea of, like, just accepting it instead of being scared of it, I think, is really... I agree.
Yeah, I think it helps so much to just not waste time.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
being scared or thinking about things too much. Obviously, like, you're still gonna think about things, and you're still gonna, like, have moments that you are like, this is really weird. I don't know if I like this, but I think it's helpful just to have a mindset so then
Yeah.
maybe it happens a little bit less.
Yeah. And I feel like, okay, I'm gonna use, like, TV shows as an example. I feel like in some TV shows, they, like, go to a new place or something, and they're all, like, freaking out, and I'm like, would anyone actually do that in real life? I'm sure someone would, but, like, not everyone. And I feel like a lot of the time when, like, people, like, magically get teleported to, like, Italy, they're like, oh my gosh, but it's like, in reality, a lot of the time people are like, just like invested in it, but they're not like freaking out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Again, I've never been out of the country, so maybe I would freak out if I went to Italy, but
I think if I got teleported somewhere, I might freak out.
That's fair.
I'd be like, what just happened, and can it happen again?
Can I go to Italy for free again?
Yeah. Or just like, how often can I use this new superpower? I think that's what my response was. I would probably freak out. But if I like flew there intentionally, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I think I freak out a little bit less.
Yeah. And if you already had your teleportation powers and were planning on going there.
So true.
Excuse me. Sorry. This probably sounds disgusting on the mic.
It's okay. It's just life, you know what happens.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite place you visited? Just out of curiosity.
That's really hard. Because, like, I feel like all of the places I love for different reasons. But I was in Fiji this summer, and that was amazing.
It's fair.
So, I do really love that place. Yes.
You're like, I don't have a favorite, but I have a favorite.
My most recent is always my favorite.
That's fair. That's how I feel about holidays, oddly enough. Except kind of like whichever one's coming up is my favorite, besides some exceptions like Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day.
Do you hate love?
No. No, I don't hate love. I just...
You hate leprechauns.
Yes. Actually, no. I just... Like, Valentine's Day just feels so, like, hyped up for no reason to me. And, like, I don't know, I feel like Valentine's Day should be, like, a day where you just, like, show, like, Thanksgiving Day without the food, where it's, like, you're just, like, giving thanks to people. It should be like that, where you're just, like, showing love to people. But I feel like that's not what it's been made. It's more, like, let me, like, shove gifts on you so you can tell I love you. And if that's their love language, then it's fine. But if you're just doing it to, like, prove you're celebrating the holiday, that seems stupid to me.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day is just, like, never has anything associated with it for me. So, like, the most, the only thing I've ever done since, like, the last time I built a leprechaun trap in, like, 5th grade, probably. The only thing I've done for St. Patrick's Day is my friend who does Irish step dance, his dance group came to our school and performed, and there was a news reporter there, and he dyed his beard green.
Oh, whoa.
And he was talking to my history teacher, who also had a beard, and he's very proud of his beard. And so he's talking to this dude with the beard, because it was a nice beard. And the dude was like, yeah, I have a commercial filming. I have to film a commercial in 2 hours, and this takes 3 hours to get out. So I'm going to run home.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like, that poor guy, just like, trying his best, you know?
Yeah, he's just trying to celebrate, but it really got in the way.
Yeah. So, and also I hated, like, I hate the entire thing. It's like, if you're not wearing green, we're gonna pinch you, right? And, like, I just think it's stupid. I think it's an excuse. Oh, the other holiday I hate is April Fool's Day. I think April Fool's Day is just an excuse to be rude and then say April Fools, and then you can't have any consequences for it. Yeah. Obviously, because that's how that works. And so, like, and I feel like that's what the green thing is. You just want to do something you're not usually socially allowed to do. Yes. And then your excuse is you're not wearing green.
Yeah.
I have memories from, sorry if I'm talking a lot. I have memories from, like, 2nd grade when I was like, we had a school uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And so I couldn't, like, wear green.
Yeah.
And so I just would take a green clip and, like, clip it in my hair. And then it'd, like, slowly fall out. But since everyone wanted to pinch everyone,
yeah,
the teachers were like, you're not allowed to pinch people unless you ask them if you can. And they say, yes, you can pinch me because I'm not wearing green. And someone was like, can we pinch you? Can I pinch you? You're not wearing green. And I was like, yes, I am. And they're like, where? And I was like,
looking for your clip.
Just, like, take the clip out of my hair.
Yeah.
Like, show it to them and clip it back in.
Yeah. No, I get that. I feel like those are all really valid points. But sometimes it's fun to just celebrate, you know? Like,
yeah.
I feel like I love your idea of Valentine's Day. And, like, you can do that yourself, you know?
Yeah.
You can start a movement. And then, like, you know, sometimes it's just fun to celebrate, like, a silly holiday. You know, like, get together with your friends and do something because you're like, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Even if you don't really care.
That's true. Everyone needs a day to pretend they're a leprechaun.
Yeah. Or you just, like, I just love parties. So I'm like, let's have a party.
Yeah, no, same. I've been milking parties this year.
Mm-hmm. Good, as you should.
Yeah, and I'm doing a St. Patrick's Day party anyways. But it's not a St. Patrick's Day party. I'm filming a special video for the channel, which you guys should all go watch because it's probably out at this point.
Ooh. Dramatic pause. that was you were giving them an opportunity to go.
Yes, go find
listen or find the episode. That's what your break was for.
Yes.
It's
yes,
perfect.
Definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, that was the smoothest plug ever.
It's so true.
I don't know what is considered a smooth plug. I don't feel like any plugs are smooth or subtle.
Maybe you're just not trying hard enough.
But everyone else I watch who plugs their stuff, like, there's no smooth. I guess it could be smooth if you, like, subtly put it in the background somewhere.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think we just think it's really awkward to, like, try to hype ourselves up, you know, for other people. Yep.
Because society has made it in the way where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so congested, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Society is, like, put in people's brains that it's like, if you talk about yourself, you're automatically selfish, and, like, how dare you? But, also, if you're trying to, because the whole reason I do, like, podcasts and videos and stuff is, like, because I want people to, like, enjoy themselves, and I like making people happy, like, and just, like, having fun with it, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's, like, but, like, if you don't know it's there, you can't really do that kind of thing. Like, my best example is, I don't know if you are on YouTube ever.
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah. And you might see this on Instagram, too. I don't know where you see it. But I've seen it mostly on YouTube, like, shorts. And it's, like, it'll be, like, this person will, like, be like, I did this, and, like, show clips of them doing it, and then be like, full video on my YouTube channel, or whatever. And if they just did that, and then they didn't put the thing saying full video on my YouTube channel, I probably wouldn't go look for the video on their YouTube channel, because I would just be like, oh, that's the whole thing. Like, makes sense, you know? But, like, if it looks interesting enough, I'll, like, go check out the video.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a necessary uncomfortability.
Well said. I think sometimes, like, people feel like it's embarrassing, you know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be.
No, it really doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear my knee? Yes. I think you should do it more, actually. I think you should make t-shirts.
I don't know about that quite.
Well, I think you should. I would wear it.
I make funny faces when I'm drinking as a joke because I think I'm funny.
I think you're funny.
I'm glad you think
so, that makes, and I think Henry thinks you're funny. Most importantly.
Henry thinks I'm so funny.
Yep. Yep.
Do dolphins have a sense of smell?
Can you smell things under the water? That's a serious question. I don't know. We could Google it.
Should we?
Look, I made a funny face too. To fit in.
Can dolphins... I spelled dolphins. Smell? Very little sense of smell.
Is that what Google says?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no sense of smell. So what makes something a nose? Because obviously, it's obviously not the fact that they can smell out of it, because this is the nose. Is it a snout? What is...
But isn't a snout also attached to a nose?
Yeah. So, like, is this... What is it? Henry, answer my questions.
That is actually such good... Like, scientifically, is it called their nose?
I don't know.
Because...
I don't know how to look that up either.
Wait, I'll look it up. Okay.
Like...
Oh, my phone is going so slow.
I love
Okay.
that.
It says... This is a children's... It's a beak! And then this is a melon. Then they have a blowhole.
Okay, yes, that makes
Flippers.
sense. Is this...
Dorsal fin.
Henry doesn't have a blowhole.
Okay, this dolphin is not anatomically correct.
Nope.
And then their tail is a fluke. Which is
He also does not have a tail.
It is confirmed. A beak.
Beak? That's so weird.
Yeah. He also doesn't have ears.
Yeah. Which is probably a good thing, given the people he's been hanging around.
So true. You just have to listen to us talk.
Yeah. Did you know that when you went to go swim with dolphins?
That they don't have noses?
Uh-huh.
No. But they did. This is pretty cool. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is me humble bragging, but it's not humble at all.
We were just talking about that. That's okay.
It was like at a resort, and the dolphins are like trained, and so then they put their beaks up to your feet, and then they like push you out of the water. So you're kind of like a mermaid, but you're obviously not because you don't have a tail. But you know, like you kind of feel like a mermaid.
Mermaid for a second?
Yeah.
You're like 1 second, like when you jump and it feels like you're flying for a second?
Yeah. I mean, I was out of the water for like a couple of seconds. I was like, flying.
Bro,
You know?
yeah. I don't think I've been to a beach for like 6 or 7 years.
Why?
It's been a while. Because COVID.
There's no COVID at the beach because you're just in nature. Did you go outside?
Yeah.
You really had to think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand
Well,
because traveling.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I mean, like,
complicated.
we've been to, like, reservoirs and stuff.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that counts.
Did you hang out in the sand?
Not really.
No.
Learn to skip rocks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my brother taught me.
Which one?
The older one. Because the other one was not there.
Good to know.
What's a really, like, fun, unique experience you've had in a different place that you think about a lot?
That I think about a lot? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Well, like I said earlier, my most recent trip is always my favorite, and I think about it the most.
Which is fair, because
Yes.
it's fresh in your brain.
Right? So I lived in Fiji for a month. That was my trip.
Very
And
impressive.
I lived in, like, with locals, which was really cool. And we did a dance party, and I love a dance party. And it was an all-night dance party. It started at, like, 8 o'clock, and then we danced until 8 o'clock. And the trick, if you want to stay up all night, is you cannot stop moving. And so, like, even though you're really tired, as soon as you sit down, your body's going to be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But, like, if you keep dancing, your body doesn't know. And then the same thing when I hiked Timp overnight. I started at midnight. Don't do that. But, like, I was like, if we sit down, it's over.
Bro, I suck at hiking. It's not in my capabilities of physicality. I'm also allergic to grass.
Not all hikes have grass. Sounds like an excuse.
It is.
I guess that is what it is.
It is an excuse. I won't deny it. I also just hate heights and hiking and insects. I don't like the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Outside is scary. I stay in my house all day.
Yes. I think that is a great option. Definitely. I'm the opposite. I would rather be outside, you know.
That's fair. You can do it for me.
Okay, perfect. I have friends who don't like to hike also, so I get it. It's okay. I won't judge you too much.
Also, other question. This is more for me out of curiosity than for the podcast.
Okay.
What's it like seeing a show on Broadway?
Okay, let me tell you. It's incredible.
Because I've seen a show
At the Eccles, right?
last year. And it was so good. But, like, Broadway has to be a different experience. Because it's there. It's been there. It is there. It's Aaron Tveit.
Yes. So true. Wait. What are your thoughts on Aaron Tveit? What are you referring to specifically? His musical?
Well, yeah, because you saw him in Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, I did.
And Aaron Tveit's just amazing.
That's true. Have you ever watched Grease live?
No.
Okay.
I've never seen Grease in general.
Okay, let me tell you something.
But I know he's in it.
Original Grease, which is going to be a controversial opinion. I don't really care. Grease live, incredible.
I don't doubt that.
So, if it ever is on anything, you should watch it.
I'll watch it.
Or, like, on YouTube. I don't know where it is, actually.
I think it's... I've seen it before. It might... Yeah.
You can look into it.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah. But I saw Moulin Rouge with Aaron Tveit. Incredible. He's an incredible singer. Oh my gosh, I should show you a clip later. Okay. Of him singing. It's so good.
It's so good. No, and then it was so funny because he left.
Yeah.
And then they were like, can you come back?
And then he came back.
And then he came back. And I'm like...
Yeah.
This is what's supposed to happen.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. And now I've fallen in love with Roxanne. The song
That was going to be the video I was going to show you. He sings it when he sings it live. Have you heard him sing when he does?
It's so good.
It's so good.
And then he has a recorded album of Moulin Rouge on Spotify. Like, he's in a recorded album.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have that on my Show Tunes playlist. Because
Obviously.
his voice, like, I was talking about this a little while ago on some other podcast. I don't remember. They're all blending together now.
It's okay.
Because I do, like, 6 a week. It's not 6 a week, but...
You are a busy lady.
Busy bee. But, like, just, like, his vocal technique is insane. And I want to go see a Broadway show so bad.
Do you know he has perfect pitch?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
People with perfect pitch.
It's incredible.
Impressive. I wish, my dude.
Me too. I can't really sing at all, so I would take anything, really.
Yeah, I felt.
But I think one of the coolest parts about Broadway is that the theater is dedicated to the musical.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, like, with a traveling musical, that's also super cool because they do such a great job. Yeah. And I've been to, like, the Eccles before and then, like, theaters back home, and, like, they're still incredible. Like, all the shows are so good.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it's comparable. Obviously, Broadway is different. It's a different vibe.
But the vibe.
But it's still really good. And they always do such an incredible job.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool. The Moulin Rouge Theater is so beautiful. I'll show you pictures.
You better.
And, yeah. And then when I was in New York last, I went and saw Moulin Rouge, and then we got, like, last-minute tickets, like, day of tickets where you wake up early and you wait in line, to Waitress. Have you ever listened to the music from Waitress?
I've heard several of the songs.
Okay. I had never really... No. We knew we were wanting to go to that one, so, like, we planned to wake up early, so we listened to the music before. And then we got the tickets, which was amazing. And that theater was so cool because she bakes pie. That's, like, her thing. And, like, on the sides of the stage, there was, like, rotating, like, the whole... It was all the way to the ceiling. It was, like, super tall, rotating, like, things of pie. And, yeah, it was so cool. And, yeah. It was just... And then, like, that's always there. And, like, the whole theater is just for that musical for as long as it's, like, showing. And that obviously rotates, but that's...
Yeah, my poor brother... In 2019, he got to go to New York, and my other brother, not the one who... I figured you'd guess that based on knowing them, but...
yes.
He got to go to New York, and he had to choose, because he didn't want to spend too much money on seeing Broadway shows. He saw, like, 6, granted.
That's a lot.
But he didn't want to spend too much money, so he was deciding between seeing Hadestown or Waitress. And Hadestown wasn't as big in 2019, and so he saw Waitress, and he enjoyed Waitress, but now he regrets not seeing Hadestown. But
that's fair. He can always go back. He can always watch Hadestown another time.
Maybe.
It'll come back around.
Yeah.
I think that's also fun when musicals, like, come back.
Yeah.
Like The Music Man.
Like The Music Man. With Hugh Jackman. Because Hugh Jackman has to be in every single older musical
they can suits
think of.
Him.
It does suit him. He does a good job. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. He's actually a really good actor.
Have you watched Les Mis, like, the movie?
Aaron Tveit.
Yes. And Hugh Jackman.
And Hugh Jackman. And Hadley Fraser, but he's a guard and doesn't sing, but I love Hadley Fraser.
Because you guys have the same name.
Yeah, that's why. It's not his actual name. He has, like, a different full name. That's just his stage name. But he's so good. He plays Raoul in the Phantom of the Opera 25th anniversary, filmed at the Royal Albert Hall.
That's incredible that you know that.
I own it. And the CD.
See, with my dad, I like to tell him the full name of things. So, like, High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Yeah.
It's always that.
As is natural.
And then,
who
like,
can remember the abbreviation for that?
HSMM. Yep.
Yeah.
And then also...
MSTSMTSMS.
I think that was too many.
Oh.
And then also Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again. Like, full names only.
Yeah. Only.
Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. Full names. Because you need to clarify. They don't name them that for nothing.
Yeah.
And then he makes fun of me.
Yeah. No. No, I know. When there was an Avengers movie that came out, I don't remember which one it was, but I was getting mad at people. I hadn't even seen it. Like, I couldn't watch it. It wasn't, my parents wouldn't let me, but, which was fine because I was under 13. But when it came out, everyone was just calling it the new Avengers movie, and I was like, that's so vague. Like, no one's gonna know. I don't know if it was Avengers. It was, like, some big movie franchise that has a lot of movies. And I was like, if you just say that, no one's gonna know which movie you're talking about.
That's
and everyone was like, that's stupid. That's not a thing.
Nobody can be bothered to learn names anymore.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unbelievable. Okay, but I think you should go to New York and go to a Broadway show.
Okay, if you'll give me the money.
Okay.
I don't even have money to buy the merch that I really want right now. That's $30, so...
For what?
Favorite artist.
Okay. Fair.
Because I spent all my money on other merch from him.
Wait, can I know who it is?
You probably have never heard of him.
Dang it.
I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Like, it's just very obscure indie.
Ooh, okay. I like it. We can talk about it later.
Yeah. But I could show you the merch I got. It's super sick.
Oh my gosh, yes. Will you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It's, yeah, because I know exactly where it is.
Good, I would hope so.
If I spent $10 on something I shouldn't have spent $10 on, so.
That? Oh.
This was for Christmas.
I like it.
And then I was like, this should be my podcast cup.
It's very fitting. That's such a good idea.
Because I talk about Phantom of the Opera a lot.
Yes. I have a friend. So I hadn't seen Phantom of the Opera until like last year or something. Crazy, right?
Totally. I also hadn't seen Phantom of the Opera until last year.
Okay, but I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he can sing like the whole last song, and then on road trips he would sing it to me.
Like the like the 12 to 20 minute song, depending on which version you watch?
Yes. I don't remember which one it was. But then he would like sing, and then he would stop so there wouldn't be any spoilers.
That's
so
fair.
He wouldn't sing the whole thing to me, but he would sing part of it.
It's probably the last song. It's called Down Once More / Track Down This Demon / something else I can't remember.
Yes, I think so. I can't remember either.
It's like 18 minutes long in the 25th anniversary version. It's 12 minutes long in the movie version. And in the original Broadway cast version, I think it's like 15 or 16 minutes long.
I feel like he probably sang the original movie version 12 minutes, which is still a really long song.
It's still very long. Yeah.
Yeah.
The original movie's fine.
That's the one I watched.
But if you want to watch a better version, I have a better version.
It's good to know.
But have you ever seen Les Mis?
Live?
Any?
Yeah. Oh, we just talked about this. I said, have you seen Les Mis? And you said, Aaron Tveit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I watched the movie. And I watched it at the Hale Center.
Oh, cool. I never got to that. Everyone freaked out. I hadn't seen it yet. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I forgot
It's okay. It happens. We've been talking about a lot of different stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's also a live concert recording of Les Mis. And I'm very redundant on this podcast because I talk about this a lot. It has Nick Jonas in it for some reason.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Marius.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it also has Alfie Bowie as Jean Valjean. So, I mean, there are some... And Norm Lewis as, if you know who that is, as
I don't
Javert.
think I know who that is.
Have you ever heard the Little Mermaid musical?
No.
Okay. That's the only other thing I know he's in. He's King Triton in that, so...
Okay. I've seen The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But not the musical.
Norm Lewis has amazing diction. His diction is insane. My mom was like, this is the first time I've been able to understand every single word Javert says in this, like, one specific part.
Oh, I do have a friend who loves the Les Mis, like, all the songs from other versions, not just, like, the movie.
Yeah.
So, because she doesn't really like the movie version at all.
Which is fair. It
could have been better, the singers. Yeah. Except for Aaron, of course.
Except for Aaron. I don't know why movie musicals like hiring people who have never sung in their life. It's not that they can't sing, it's just that they haven't been trained to sing. We have, like, Gerard Butler in Phantom of the Opera, Russell Crowe in Les Mis, and the other dude whose name I can't remember, Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom, even though that was really good anyways, like, he did a great job. So true. Out of the people who were not trained going into movie musicals, he probably did the best. There was more, now I can't remember.
I agree, though. I think sometimes I, like, pick people that are good actors, but I'm like, there's so many talented singer-actors, that I'm like, you would be able to find someone for sure.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
This is what you've been saying.
Hydration check.
Wait, should we cheers? Hydrate or dihydrate?
Yeah. Hype. Do you think that will get 5.3K?
Yes. It better. Everyone needs to be hydrated.
Definitely. I'm also gonna, while we're sitting here, I'm gonna give the same offer I gave in my last podcast. That is, if this video or the last 2 videos hit 200 likes, then I will get Henry a chair.
Whoa.
Henry doesn't get a chair until one of my videos hits 200 likes.
You heard it here first. Get Henry a chair. Justice for Henry.
Justice for Henry!
That can be, like, the tagline, you know?
Yes. And if you're watching or you're listening on audio, just, like, go onto YouTube, press like, but you've already heard it, so, I mean, you're fine. Mm-hmm. Just press the like button so Henry needs a chair.
Yes. Like and subscribe.
All the generic YouTuber stuff. And you could do the one generic. Only this percentage of my this percentage of people who watch my videos are subscribed.
Oh, do they do that? Mm-hmm. I've never heard a YouTuber do that.
I've heard
it's like shaming people. I'm really bad at subscribing to things.
Really? I got better at it. I used to be bad.
Because, like, I'll watch their videos all the time, but I won't, like, subscribe. And then, like, wait, why am I not subscribed? Because I'm supporting you anyway. So
yeah.
Just subscribe.
It was funny. I got a hate comment.
What?
This is a story I've been waiting to tell. I got a hate comment. My first comment was a hate comment. And I think hate comments are the funniest thing in the world.
Okay, period.
Because YouTube shows videos to more people when they have comments. So basically, he just madly backfired on himself, or herself, or themselves. We're all inclusive here. Yes. But I thought it was so funny because and that video got the most views. It beat my records.
So shout out to our favorite non-fan.
Yes. Shout out to, I don't remember your username, but
that's okay. We're not going to plug them because they were mean. Yeah. But
thanks for your comment. You were
comment, like, and subscribe.
You were the first person to get my video over like 500, so thanks for that. And then I got one hit 5.3K without a hate comment, but you were the first comment I ever got, so thank you for that. I know you're watching because you said my podcast was lame.
And you're gonna keep watching to keep, like, you know, when you probably don't do this, but sometimes, like, you keep checking up on people that you don't like just so you can, like, hate. But don't leave hate comments. That is not the way. But, like,
but you
can think it in your brain if you want.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, you're like, have they gotten...
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go check her TikTok again. See if she made any other annoying videos. And then she has. And then I hate watch all of them.
Talking about someone specific.
I am. Not you.
I know.
You don't
I'm
have
not
TikTok.
on TikTok.
Fair. TikTok is an interesting place.
It is an interesting place. I think it's so funny they, like, don't let people use it, like, in, like, government positions.
Oh.
Like, if you work for government positions, you're not allowed to have TikTok. So, like, my brother wants to work for the government.
So he doesn't really strike me as the kind of person who would want a TikTok anyway.
No, he's not a social media person anyways, but he's like, I cannot, like, his application for something was like, you're not allowed to have TikTok, otherwise you won't get hired, or something like that.
He's like, I'm safe.
He doesn't even have, like, Instagram or anything. Well, I mean, he has Instagram, he just only checks it, like, when we tell him to go check it. Because one time I posted it, it was like a brother appreciation thing. I was like, go check my story! Let me appreciate you!
I love it.
And then he was like, you know what they taught me in DARE? Don't give in to peer pressure. And I said, well, no one listens to that. So, no, my friend was, like, trying to make me post this yo mama joke that they made.
And you said you didn't give in to peer pressure.
No.
And you didn't post it.
I'm posting it on Tuesday.
So you did give in to
Yes,
peer
I
pressure.
did give in to peer pressure.
So DARE did nothing for you.
DARE did nothing for me, besides the fact that I'm not on drugs. But, I mean, it was because he was like, I bet you this video will hit 15K, and I want to make him, like, give me something, because I know it won't. And then I'm going to delete it in a week. I'm going to tell him, if it doesn't hit 15K in a week, I'm deleting it.
Yes. I think that with that attitude, it's definitely not going to hit 15K.
which I don't really want it to. If it does not become my most popular video within a week, I'm deleting that video because I don't want it.
You know, like, people, well, maybe you don't know, but some people, like, will post stuff on their Instagram, and if it doesn't get enough likes, they'll delete it.
Yeah.
And that's, like, you, so.
Yeah, but it's more of the fact that I was peer pressured into doing it.
You will only withstand peer pressure for a short amount of time, and then you will only give in to it.
For a short amount of time.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the way to live a life.
that is a way. Not the best way, but
it's a way.
It is a way.
You could.
Come sail away.
Don't stop.
Well, it's probably copyrighted.
Ah, dang it. Just sing it to a different tune.
Come sail away.
Wow, I really can't sing things to different tunes. I can barely sing things to their own tunes. But I was very impressed that you went into that.
Come sail away. Not me not trying, but
have you ever heard people sing happy birthday but like one note off?
No.
I can't do it. I have friends that can do it, but it's very unsettling because then they like, or also take me out to the ball game. They do the same thing. And then they like end, and then it kind of feels like a cliffhanger. Like, it's so unsatisfying because they like end one note before. It's very funny to listen to them.
That's fair. Yeah, we have this birthday song that me and my friends do that came from our choir teacher in middle school that like ends with like, you're like clapping. And sorry, I like putting things closer to the mic because I feel like then the mic is gonna see it.
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR. I made a joke about ASMR every single episode.
This is
for
now
my first one.
An ASMR podcast.
This is now an ASMR podcast. Every single episode. I was like, I don't know if it'll happen this.
It did.
Anyways, it's like happy birthday. Like, you're like clapping along to it, and then tell them to skip around the room, and you won't stop singing till you skip around the room. And we were celebrating my friend's birthday, and we did that birthday song for them because naturally. And they would not do it. They were waiting it out.
They were like, I know you're going to stop singing eventually.
And then we stopped. And then we started again, and he started just skipping around.
Okay. So he gave it to peer pressure.
Yes. But he claims that he won that challenge, so.
Interesting. I love fun birthday songs that aren't like traditional happy birthday.
Yeah, I think it's fun. So,
keeps things interesting.
Sorry, I thought you said Keith sings interesting.
Oh no, keeps things interesting.
And I was like, who is Keith?
I don't know a Keith.
I also don't know a Keith. Keith is kind of a cool name though. Maybe just because I watch Voltron.
I don't watch Voltron.
Voltron has a character named Keith.
What is it about?
It's Keith, it's not Keith. Keith is from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Voltron is about a team of people with these cat ships. Like ships.
That are cats.
That are in the shape of cats. They're like spaceships that are like fighter ships. And then they can like combine into a humanoid giant ship that has high attack power. And it was an 80s show or something, or like a 70s or 80s show, and then they rebooted it. But also, like, they made enough seasons to where the Voltron thing wasn't powerful enough anymore, so they had to create a whole new thing, which that is so funny to me when shows do that.
Yeah. That's one of my pet peeves is when shows don't end when they should. Because it's like, you had such a good thing going, but because you were making so much money, you're like, we're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
And like, you know, gotta get the bag. Appreciate the hustle. But also I'm like, you keep going and people are gonna keep watching it and then it's gonna end badly and then everyone's gonna be like, I wish it didn't end like that. Like, I wish they had just stopped when it was good.
Yeah.
Like,
and then everyone's gonna hate it.
Yeah. It's so much better to end a good thing before you hate it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that TV shows should be more mindful about when they stop making seasons. Let's think of a TV show that I think this about. I can't think of anything. I can't think of a single TV show.
I know a lot of people hate How I Met Your Mother ends. I've never seen that though.
I got bored with that show. So, I think The Office is a good example of that.
I've seen that.
Because I think at least the last season, but like the last couple of seasons just are all over the place and they're not as good. Lost. I've been watching Lost for the first time. It's a really old show though. And that should have ended at season 3. But it went on for 3 more seasons.
In contrast to that, I think there are a lot of shows that keep going and keep being good. I think Flash should have ended earlier. Because they're at season like 9 or 8. I talked about this before too, and they just, I don't think anyone, like, everyone knows it's not as good anymore. The first season, the first through like 3rd seasons were the best, I think. And they had some winners like in the middle, but not that much.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. Because then also, like, if it's your favorite show, but then you stop watching it, you're like, that's kind of sad. Yeah. Grey's Anatomy has way too many seasons.
That's fair. I've also never seen that show.
That's okay. I wouldn't recommend it, really. But I have watched many seasons.
I know it has a musical episode. That's all I know about it. I'm pretty sure it has a musical episode.
I don't remember that. But I could have been in a season that I didn't watch because I didn't finish it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Supernatural also has a musical episode in it.
I did know that.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. But that also has a lot of seasons. I also didn't ever finish that show. So
yeah.
It was a high school favorite of mine.
Quality.
Yes. I watched a lot of shows in high school.
Same. But also, I just watch a lot of shows in general, so I mean.
I also watch a lot of shows, but I had I went through so many shows in high school. I'd rotate through them. I'd watch. My favorite thing to do is get a show that already has a ton of seasons and then switch on and off. Because if you watch a show for too long, if it has a bunch of seasons, you're binge watching all the seasons. But then if you have 2 shows that you really like, then you watch a season of one of them and then you switch because then it ends at a cliffhanger and then you really want to go back to the other show because you haven't watched it in a long time, but you also really want to keep watching the other show, so it makes it so much more fun that you never get bored of your show.
Yeah.
So, pro tip.
Anyways, do you want to wrap up?
Sure.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. If you want to, you can go follow me on Instagram. We freaking party over there. I say that every episode. It's fun. I post shorts on there. I also post shorts on my YouTube. If you're not already watching on YouTube, or if you want to go check out my channel, I post little mini shorts. We have a bunch of funny ones, we have hydration checks. If you're ever scrolling and you see that, stay hydrated. And yeah, on Instagram you get some behind the scenes stuff, all this stuff, and it's very fun. And thank you so much for watching, and have a day.